Why people lie. When was the last time you told a lie? Even a tiny one? Maybe someone asked, "How are you doing today?" And you smiled and replied, "I'm fine," even though deep down, you were completely exhausted. Or perhaps it was a hasty excuse for being late, an altered detail in a story you were telling, or simply choosing to stay silent because speaking the truth felt uncomfortable and heavy. Here's the surprising reality. Almost everyone lies sometimes. But why? Are humans naturally dishonest? Is every lie inherently toxic? And can we ever truly tell when someone is hiding the truth? The psychology of deception is far more nuanced than simply dividing humanity into two camps: honest people and liars. Welcome back to the podcast. Today we are taking a deep dive into why people lie, what truly motivates deception, and what lying reveals about the complex inner workings of the human mind. Part 1. Fear, the self-preservation instinct. Deception has existed for as long as human communication itself. From a very young age, children learn surprisingly fast that they can withhold information to avoid getting into trouble. Adults do the exact same thing. One of the most fundamental reasons people lie is the self-preservation instinct. Imagine making a mistake at work. Your brain's immediate knee-jerk reaction might be to cover it up out of fear of criticism. Or consider a student who hasn't finished an assignment. They might invent an excuse simply because they don't want to disappoint their teacher. Behind these moments of deception, the primary engine is almost always fear. Fear of punishment. Fear of rejection. Fear of embarrassment. Fear of losing status or respect in someone else's eyes. The intriguing part is that people don't always lie out of a desire to deceive others. Often they lie simply because they lack the courage to face the consequences of the truth. Part 2. White lies and social harmony. Not every lie stems from fear, however. Sometimes people lie to maintain social harmony and ease in relationships. When a colleague asks, "How do you like my new haircut?" you might smile and say, "It looks great on you," even if you don't entirely agree. In psychology, this is known as a white lie. The intention isn't self-serving or predatory. It's designed to avoid hurting someone's feelings or to keep social interactions pleasant. Yet this line can be razor thin. A well-intentioned lie, if repeated too often, can lead to larger misunderstandings down the road. That's why honesty and empathy must work in tandem. Honesty without tact is cruelty, but tact without honesty is insincerity. Part 3. Personal gain and the erosion of trust. At a more deliberate level, there are lies driven purely by calculation. This happens when deception is weaponized to gain money, status, attention, or a competitive edge. Exaggerating qualifications on a resume. Intentionally withholding critical information during a negotiation. Making inflated product claims in sales. Unlike harmless social courtesy, this type of deception actively manipulates another person's choices for personal gain. When lying becomes an exploitative tool, it eats away at the single most vital foundation of any relationship: trust. And trust is a peculiar asset. It takes years to build, seconds to break, and sometimes a lifetime to restore. Part 4. Why we default to belief and the body language myth. If humans lie so frequently, why do we default to believing each other? Because human society operates on an implicit baseline assumption: truth bias. If you woke up every morning having to question and verify every single statement from your family, coworkers, or friends, daily life would grind to an exhausting halt. We default to trust so that society can function smoothly. While this trust is our strength, it also creates the exact vulnerability that deception exploits. So, what about detecting lies? Movies often romanticize the idea of busting a liar, avoiding eye contact, touching the nose, a shaky voice. And suddenly, we know they're lying. Real life is far more complex. There is no single body language sign that proves 100% that someone is lying. Nervousness can stem from many things. A person scratching their head might just be itchy. Someone avoiding eye contact might simply be introverted or processing a thought. Rushing to judge someone based on isolated body language cues often leads to false conclusions. Part 5. The hidden cost of deception. A lie might solve an immediate awkward situation, but it levies a heavy tax on the future. When you tell one lie, you often have to invent a second lie to protect the first one, then a third. Your brain ends up carrying an immense cognitive load just remembering which version of the story you told to whom. Yet, the heaviest price isn't mental exhaustion. It's the erosion of your own inner peace. Chronic liars gradually lose the ability to trust others, constantly projecting that everyone else must be hiding something too. Sincerity, therefore, isn't just a moral ideal. It is the most energy-efficient way to live. Understanding why people lie doesn't mean we should excuse deceit or tolerate toxicity. It simply allows us to view human behavior with greater awareness and empathy. Instead of reacting purely with anger and asking, "Why did this person lie to me?" sometimes try asking a different question. What were they afraid would happen if they told the truth? Often, that second question reveals far more about psychology and context than the lie itself. And when we foster environments safe enough for honesty, the truth no longer needs to hide. Thank you for joining me for today's episode. If you found these insights valuable, please hit the subscribe button and share this episode with someone you care about. Leave a comment below. In your opinion, what is the primary reason people lie? Fear, pride, or protecting others? Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.